kids, especially Gen X kids, always notice more than they're given credit for. Your childhood wasn't perfect, but it was real, textured, a little chaotic, filled with boredom that forced creativity, freedom that required instincts, and long afternoons spent outside until the streetlights told you to come home. But beneath all that nostalgia was a much harder truth. You entered a world unraveling and rebuilding at the same time. The adults around you were stretched thin, juggling economic stress, shifting family dynamics, cultural upheaval, and political tension. They didn't always have the capacity to notice how much pressure you were absorbing. But kids, especially Gen X kids, always notice more than they're given credit for. The late 1960s through the early 1980s were not gentle years. Inflation spiked, jobs were unstable. The Cold War hovered in the background like a storm cloud no one could escape. The optimism of the post-war era was fading, and families were reinventing themselves in ways society wasn't prepared for. Divorce rates climbed, roles changed, stability cracked, and you, small but observant, felt all of it. The boomer generation before you grew up in a world that said, "You are the future." You grew up in a world that essentially said, "You'll figure it out." And you did.